Our next guest is James Zukowski, president of the Talk of the Town Toastmasters. So tell us, James, what is Toastmasters?
Toastmasters is an international organization that was founded about 90 years ago by Ralph Smedley to help initially young men learn how to be more comfortable speaking in front of groups, giving toasts as an example at an event. But it also helps develop leadership skills so that as you become more confident in front of the group, you also take on different roles to be able to learn how to become a better leader in whatever it is that you're doing in your life. It's been around for, as I said, about 90 years now, and there are over 15,000 clubs worldwide in 135 countries. So it's made a worldwide mark. Toastmasters International is the main organization.
That's a lot of talking.
Yes, 90 years and thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
So what do you do when you meet?
Well, we have a set agenda. It runs from 7 o'clock when the gavel strikes to start and ends at 8:15 in the morning on Fridays.
Good morning.
Yes. And we found that for those of us that don't always get along well with mornings, that it helps wake us up and get us going and energizes us for not just the day, but the weekend. It starts out with introductions, and we have generally 3 speakers who have prepared speeches. We have a section called Table Topics, which is spontaneous, off-the-cuff speaking for 1 to 2 minutes. And we also have evaluations of those pre-set speeches so that the speakers will get feedback on what it is they said and how they can improve what they're doing so that they can become better speakers, become more comfortable in front of groups, become more comfortable in front of committees, in front of the CEO, or become the CEO, being able to speak to the board of directors, to the shareholders, and be comfortable doing that.
So it involves communication, verbal communication in a whole range of settings and in a whole range of situations.
Exactly. Our setting is essentially a meeting room, but it prepares people for all kinds of settings. We occasionally do step out of the meeting room and into a larger venue so that we can have as many as 200 or 300 people, although we have not had that larger group. We also have contests. There are 2 contests, well, I'll call them seasons. Our current contest season is coming up this fall, and our contests for our club are set for September 25th. The winners from that will go up to the area, which is on October 3rd, then to the division on October 24th, and then to the district, which is in November, mid-November, and that's going to be held down in Normal.
Okay.
There are also spring contests. And for this session, we're going to have humorous speeches and table topics. So it's a spontaneous group as well as a humorous group.
So what happens if somebody is terrified of speaking?
Those are the best people to come and play with us. I was fortunate enough to hear a speech given by one of our members, and she told the story about one person who was absolutely horrified to get in front of people, to speak in front of people. The curriculum for speaking lays out a series of 10 speeches, starting with the icebreaker, which is, tell us about yourself. In his case, he had, the whole speech is 4 to 6 minutes, and he got about 4 words out in that entire time. In the 4 minutes. As soon as the green card came up, 4 minutes done, thank you, and he was out of there. And this lady gave him the evaluation for that speech. And she said, "You are one of the most courageous people I have ever seen, because you have taken the first step in overcoming your greatest fear."
Absolutely.
And as strange as it sounds, studies over the years have been conducted, and the two greatest fears that people have are death and public speaking, but not in that order.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, so at a funeral, most people would rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy.
I don't think I'd want to be in the casket. I just don't think so.
No, not for me either.
So tell us, when do you meet and where do you meet?
We meet every Friday morning at 7 o'clock at the Homestead Retirement Center, and it is promptly at 7. So if people want to come and join us, by all means, we invite you to come and play in our sandbox. Find out if it's something that you like, and we would strongly advise being there maybe about 10 or 15 minutes early, and that way we can get you oriented, introduce you to a couple of people, and find out what it's like there. And the meeting runs until 8:15, which gives most people plenty of time to get up, out, and to their workspace, and we get a lot done in that 75 minutes. And that's held, again, at the Homestead Retirement Center in Batavia.
So how can somebody learn more?
Well, our website is talkofthetownti.com. All of the information that you would need is there. Directions, time, when we are meeting. Each meeting has a different theme to it, so you can see what the different themes are. And a few links to various videos that we have available, photos, and so on.
You know, James, thank you so much for telling us about this. I'm sure there's many people that are in our audience that would be very interested in this, because it is a skill that's very important.
That it is. And for growing and evolving through life, being able to speak in a public situation and spontaneously is something that most people are afraid of, but can extremely grow from.
Great. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And now we'll take a brief time out to hear from some of our sponsors. We'll be back in a moment.